hadn't met Love yet, if he had wandered into my homeroom, I would have recognized him at first glance. Love wore a hemp necklace.
Did you know what the rest of your wearing?
Love knew all of my favorite Beatles songs and knew how to play the acoustic guitar. But when Love finally showed up, he wore the same clothes every day for a week. And Love knew nothing about the Beatles. And every time I tried to kiss Love, our teeth got in the way. And Love had terrible rhythm on the dance floor, but made sure we never missed a slow song. And Love grew, stretched like a trampoline. Love changed, Love disappeared. Slowly, like baby teeth, losing parts of me I thought I needed. Love disappeared like an amateur magician, and everyone could see the trap door but me. Like a flat tire, there were places I planned on going, but my plans didn't matter. And Love stayed away for a long time, and when he finally reappeared, I barely recognized him. Love smelled different now, had darker eyes, a broader back. Love came with freckles that I didn't recognize. Now, there were new sleeping positions, new favorite books. Now, there were new birthmarks, a softer voice. But we found a park bench that fit us perfectly, and we found jokes that made us laugh. And now, Love makes me fresh, homemade chocolate chip cookies. But Love will probably finish most of them as a midnight snack. But that's okay, because Love isn't perfect. Because Love uses the word boobs in front of my parents. And Love leaves the cap off the toothpaste. And Love chews too loud. But Love will tell you over and over, you are beautiful, and mean it. When you first wake up, you are beautiful. When you've just been crying, you are beautiful. When you don't want to hear it, you are beautiful. When you don't believe it, you are beautiful. And when nobody else will tell you, you are beautiful. Love still thinks you are beautiful. Though Love is not perfect and will sometimes forget, when you need to hear it most, you are beautiful. Do not forget this. Love is not who you're expecting. Love is not who you can predict. Maybe Love is in New York City, fast asleep, and you're in California, Australia, wide awake. Maybe Love is always in the wrong time zone. Maybe Love just isn't the marrying type. Maybe the next time you see Love is 20 years after the divorce. Love is older now, but just as beautiful as you remembered. Maybe Love is only there for a month, or maybe Love is there for every birthday party, firework, hospital visit. Maybe Love stays, maybe Love can't, maybe Love shouldn't. Love arrives exactly when Love is supposed to, and Love leaves exactly when Love must. When Love arrives, say, welcome, make yourself comfortable. And if Love leaves, ask him to leave the door open behind him. Turn off the music, listen to the quiet and whisper, thanks for stopping by. And they told me I was meant for the cleaner life, that you would drag me through the mud, that you would tread all over me. They said I would always be watching you disappear after a sleeker model, that it would be a vicious cycle. But I know better. I know about your rough edges, and I have seen your perfect curves, and I will fit into any space you let me. Because if loving you means getting dirty, well, then bring on the grind. And I know we live in two different worlds, and we're always really busy, but in my dreams, you spin around me so fast, I always wake up dizzy. So maybe one day you'll get tired of the road and roll on back to me, and when I blink my eyes into the morning, your smile will be the only thing I see. And the first love of my life never saw me naked. There was always a parent coming home in half an hour, always a little brother in the next room, always too much body and not enough time for me to show it. Instead, I gave him my shoulder, my elbow, the bend of my knee. I lent him my corners and my edges, the parts of me I had long since given up trying to hide, the parts I could afford to offer. He never asked for more. He gave me back his eyelashes, the back of his neck, his palms. We held each piece we were given like it was a nectarine that could bruise if we weren't careful. We collected each piece like we were trying to build an orchid. And for the parts he didn't see, the parts my parents have labeled private parts, when I was still small enough to fit all of myself and my worries into a bathtub, I made up for that by handing over all the private parts of me. There wasn't a secret I didn't tell him. There wasn't a moment we didn't share. When we didn't grow up, we grew in, like ivy wrapping, molding each other into perfect yins and yangs. I didn't want to hide my body from him. If I could have, I'm sure I would have given it all away with the rest of me. I didn't know it was possible to keep some things for myself. He is across the world. Sometimes I wake up knowing he is anxious. He's across the world in another woman's arms. The years have spread us like dandelion seeds, sanding down the edges of our jigsaw pieces that only used to fit each other. He looks at the digital clock and takes a drink from the pitcher. It's 5 a.m. I wait for him to settle before tucking myself into elbows and knees, reaching for things I have long since given away.
Yay. Wow, thank you.
How